Hi, I'm Tracy from Tracy Taylor Coaching. And hands up if you procrastinate. And hands up if you feel bad about procrastinating. I'm sure if I could see you all now, I would see so many hands up because this is absolutely part of our human experience. We all procrastinate. And so what I want to offer you today is the question, what if it was okay to procrastinate? What if nothing's gone wrong? When I coach people through procrastinating, and believe me, it comes up a lot, the first thing that we normally have to get over is this idea of beating ourselves up about it. The guilt, the shame, what's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? How can I fix myself? This kind of idea that we're doing something wrong because there's some actions in front of us that for some reason we don't feel we're completing in the time frame that we want to be able to complete them in. And I think it's really important for us to understand that as human beings, we're hardwired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And a lot of the time, the actions that are in front of us are going to give us some pain. It could just be mild discomfort, but there's going to be some pain. And they don't bring obvious pleasure. And I think understanding that and being gentle with yourself and realizing that this is just part of the human experience, that there's some stuff that often we have to do that just goes against our human wiring, is okay. We've not done anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with us because we procrastinate. The second thing that often comes up is the idea that there's some kind of unprocessed emotions going on. So a lot of the time we may have some activities, some actions, some things that we want to get done in front of us. And it's really useful to get curious about actually what is it that's stopping us from delivering those actions. Quite often I find when it happens to me, when I'm stuck in that procrastinating cycle and I'm starting to get annoyed with myself, frustrated with myself, why am I not taking action? What's wrong? I'll stop and I'll ask myself that question. I'll be like, Tracy, what's up? What's going on here? And it's quite often interesting. You take that pause, you stop, you ask yourself that question. And sometimes it will be that actually last time I did this, no one really cared. Nobody was interested. I don't really feel like anyone's going to be interested this time. Maybe last time I had a similar project, I made a mistake and I'm scared that I'm going to do the same thing again. Sometimes there's a piece of information missing and you take that moment to stop and you kind of go, oh, of course I don't know how to move forward because there's other information I need that's going to help me. Sometimes it's on a deeper psychological level, but it's just curious to get interested in what is it that's really going on for you instead of beating yourself up about it. Ask yourself, well, what's up? Why am I not going to take that action? And then from there, you can decide what to do about it. But it's really helpful to look at it and come at it from a really gentle and curious position, knowing that it's human nature that we're going to procrastinate. Not everything that we do is going to give us pleasure, and some things we do is painful, and therefore we can get stuck in that cycle. And so the best way to get out of that cycle is just to be kind to yourself.